I'm gonna let you. All right, we are now live right now. We are now live. Let me make sure we live on my end. Let me make sure we are now live. I'm just trying to make sure we live on. Let me check my regular joint. Let me check. Trying to make sure we live. All right, we live everywhere. Check my regular joint. Let me check. Trying to make sure we live. All right, we live everywhere. Check my regular joint. All right. Let me check. Trying to make sure we live. All right, we live everywhere. All right, we live now.
Oh, that.
What's going on? What's going on? My name is Deshaun Lyons, and this is
Marquis Taylor. Hey.
yeah, we're back. Of course, if y'all haven't been listening to our current episodes, Keith moved to Texas, which is crazy because all the shit that's going on in Texas right now. You know, all the bizarre weather that's going on out there. You said it dropped to like what, below zero, below freezing out there
Yeah,
last week,
it
right?
was horrible. Yeah, all this was ice. All this was ice.
For real? Oh,
You couldn't even walk. This whole thing was ice. Now you look at it, it ain't
right.
it ain't nothing. It's like
Right. So
63
it
degrees
was
out here
below
right now.
zero, and it was snowing down there too, right? Snow. Yeah, it
Oh
was. It was
yeah.
snowing crazy, right?
Yeah, it was bad. It was so many accidents on the road.
Yeah, cause they don't know how to. Well, like you said they don't know how to drive out there. You know, everybody is driving bumper to bumper traffic out there, which makes it crazy. And but the snow, they're not used to that. They're not used to that weather being like that. So I know it was crazy, crazy amount of accidents over there because they don't know how to, you know. And it seemed like they didn't prepare for that type of weather to happen out there as well, which is crazy.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
not used to it. From what I heard,
uh, we lost, we lost him again. We lost him again. We go get him back. He'll pop up. Hopefully people come in the chat. He's gonna talk about everything that's been going on in Texas because everybody know Texas has been crazy. Oh, Keith is coming back right now.
I'm back.
Okay, he's back right now. All right, so Keith, tell me like all the things that's been happening in Texas and all the things that you've been hearing since this Valentine's Day weird bizarre Texas weather. They calling it the Harvey too because you know Houston got really destroyed out there. So you know tell the viewers all the things you've been hearing and all the things that have been happening in Texas for this like these past 2 weeks.
Well, for the past 2 weeks, especially in regards to the weather, it's been weird. Like starting off, the weather was just like it is right now, pretty much, and maybe a little warmer.
Right.
And then we all looked at the news and it was like, yeah, it's coming. Like the temperature is going to drop and everything. I'm like, man, it's not going to be that bad. I was wrong. We was wrong. I was wrong because the way it dropped, it was like it went from like being like 20 something degrees to like 14, 10, 5, 0,
That's crazy.
-1. Like it was ridiculous.
That's crazy.
And then it just kept snowing. Yeah, and I don't know if everybody, for those who didn't see it, they had about a 75 to 100 car pile up on one of the highways out
I
here.
heard about that. That's
It was
insane.
like they was just sliding.
Right.
Yeah, but you got to consider, like you said before, nobody's used to this. And the last time, like they got like severe winter weather like this was, I believe it was like the 30s. So
Right.
this was like a real rare thing. Pipes been bursting, people done been without heat.
Oh man.
Jobs done been upset because people can't
Talk
come
about
in. My job
the power
specifically.
outage. Have anybody? Because I know you said you have lost power, but do you know anybody down there that lost power? That like coworkers or whatever?
You said, do I know anybody that lost power?
Yeah, down there, like if it was coworkers, because I know the power outage had been like 1.8 million people in Texas that lost power.
Hell yeah, it was just about every coworker I spoke to.
Damn,
They didn't have water. Their water wasn't working.
that's
They
crazy.
were out of power. Like it was that way for days. Some
Yep.
people even lost like gas and stuff. Because
Man.
some houses are powered by just gas. Some people didn't even have that. So I
Right.
heard stories of people huddling up in one room, people going to hotels. Even the hotels lost power.
Damn, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
somebody told me a story. Yeah, he told me a story because at my job they the job set it up so that people could go to hotels because the roads and everything was so bad. So they was like, yeah,
Right.
we got a hotel nearby. So one of my coworkers, he went to the hotel and he said after he got there, he lost power. I
Wow.
mean, like, damn.
Damn.
Yeah, he said it was freezing in there, and his house was the same way. I'm like, yo, it's a miracle I didn't lose power at all. I'm really surprised I didn't lose it. Well, not too much because I live in a I live on like a different side of town, so to speak. But
And it's
still,
crazy because Texas got like the biggest was they got the biggest power grid in the country. I don't know if that's true or not. They got like the biggest power grid in the country. Oh, we lost him again. But yeah, Texas have like a large one of the largest power grids in the country. For them to be able to, you know, um to lose power like that, whatever is extremely odd. It's extremely odd. Yeah, you with us?
yeah, I'm back. My signal is funny money out here,
Yeah, don't
and I'm
Texas got
walking.
like the biggest power grid though in the
What you
country?
say?
Don't Texas got like the biggest power grid in the country?
I don't know about all that. They probably do have one of them, like one of the biggest. They
Because I
probably
know
do.
like the big time the big like whether it's Chesapeake Energy, that's in Texas. I just know a lot of companies that that deals with like um the power grid, the oil where the oil is at, and all these big time companies is stored in Texas. And we lost him again. He's probably having a lot of technical problems, but yeah, it's unfortunate. It seems like people lost power in these the poor neighborhoods and like the hold up, he's coming back. Yeah, it keeps coming
My
out. I
signal
just
is
keep
so
going. I just
bad.
keep going. But like I was saying, when you came out, I know it's a lot of like a lot of big time companies like Chesapeake Energy that's stored in Texas. A lot of things are stored in Texas, so it's like for Texas to go through this, that's not even a issue for just Texas, a issue for the country. And then we had these politicians that was politicking a lot. They did not want y'all to use any type of any type of power. They wasn't trying to turn the power on and help the people. Like it was crazy. It was good. It was good, Barzette. Checking in. So and it seemed like it target like the poor neighborhoods, the black neighborhoods. Cause we are you at like where you at? Is it like a lot of black people out there? Like is it like a poor neighborhood?
I'm gonna be honest. You sound like Voltron.
Oh, the service. I still sound that bad. All right, he'll come back in. He'll come back in. Um, but yeah, Keith, he had been telling me like, he know people that was at work that didn't have power. He knew people that had to go into hotels, and then when they enter hotels, they lost power there. It was screwed up in a lot of places. It was screwed up. Like for the temperature to just drop under like below zero is extremely, extremely rare for Texas. And wait, hold up. You hear me now? How I sound?
Huh?
Uh, you hear me?
I hear you a little bit.
Okay, hopefully you stay on. Um, yeah, so I was just talking about the big energy companies that's in Texas, and a lot of people was politicking out there about the power, saying that Texas strong. We don't want to waste energy like that, and like all types of stuff. We had Ted Cruz getting out of Dodge. I believe he's a Senate out in Texas. He got out of Dodge and went to Cancun, and then when everybody shamed him on Twitter, he brought his he came back. So it's been a lot of things going on. He's gonna come in and out, but I'm gonna just keep the show going. We had Ted Cruz. He did not want to stay out there, and he said, "Well, my daughters, we was out of power, so we decided to take a trip to Cancun." I'm like, you supposed to be figuring out ways for people to get their power back on instead of just going to Cancun and stuff like that. Like he, and this is the reason why politics and these politicians, are they really for the people or are they for themselves? Like we saw that with the stock market with GameStop. These hedge funds managers, they tried to run the stock up um and then bet on it to drop. And then those people on Reddit, they ran the shit back up, so they short squeezed them. So and we saw everybody's true color in that situation, and we seen everybody's true color, like the big time billionaires that is profiting off of the people struggling in Texas that's losing power. And like Jerry Jones for the Cowboys, he profit crazy from his oil out of Texas, you know, um, because gas stations was skyrocketed, you know, so it's like it seems like it's testing. It's like it's it's just making people, the billionaires, more rich, and it's testing certain things because we're supposed to be going to this 20 this what's it, agenda 21, and all of this going on. So but yeah, Keith, you with us? Because I don't know if you froze or you hear anything.
Huh?
No, I'm just wanting to know if you still had. Also, you hear me right now?
Yeah, I hear you now, but it was really choppy.
All right, yeah, I was just going off about these politicians. It seems like they not even and he's back out again. It's just hard, man. I'm just gonna keep the show going. Anybody that's watching, y'all could chat in the comments. But yeah, we wanted to do this episode about, Keys is gonna explain what happened in Texas. He explained a little earlier before he lost service. I guess the service is still messed up in Texas, and we could expect that because all the weather that had been going on out there. They having a power grid issue. I know a lot of people in Texas got their power back. So I know the reception is gonna be it's still gonna be difficult, but yeah, man, it's been going crazy out there. I know people out of Houston as well. Houston was hit the hardest. It is unfortunate because Houston seems like they always hit the hardest. Because you remember Hurricane Harvey, they was hit the hardest. A lot of people lost homes. A lot of people lost businesses, and it seems like they can't get a break every time it's some type of national disaster out there. And so what me and Keith we was talking about on the phone, we was talking about weapon warfare. Is the government or the people that's in power, or or these globalists, are they controlling the weather? Are they dictating and manipulating the weather somehow, some way? Because how could a place like Houston, that is Houston, all these different locations in Texas as a whole, how could the temperature just drop dramatically like that. It never gets below zero. They said Texas was colder than Alaska. There's no way possible that can happen. So are they using some type of weapon to dictate and control and manipulate the weather? That's the main question that we all trying to figure out. We all try to figure out if that's what's going on, because it just don't seem right. It just don't seem right. It could just get all cold like that. And now Keith is walking around right now and it's 60 degrees right now. And 6 days ago it was like 0 degrees out there. So it went up 63 degrees in 5 days. That is not that's not normal. People would say, well, global warming, you know, that's that's Mother Nature saying that, she's saying that, man, we can't keep hurting the earth because the earth is going to react so many different ways that we not going to be prepared for. That's definitely possible. I'm big on the whole natural part of it as well, but I feel like these people that's that's billionaires, that's trying to push some type of agenda. They I wouldn't be surprised they manipulating the weather. I wouldn't be surprised. So it's just we have to look out for that, and it's hard to prepare for that because they only give you 2 days warning that the temperature is going to drop to zero, like 2 days. So people wasn't prepared for that, and that's like the whole big issue on it. So well, it's going to be it's going to be broadcast everywhere. So for people out there in America, all over the world. There's people in Australia. Australia said they've been having unusual rain out there. It don't rain out there, Australia. People saying that it's not even just happening in in the United States. It's happening all over the world. I know people from Australia. I had one of my mentors out there that taught me about like the stock market and stuff like that. He said Australia is having unusual weather over there. It's raining like crazy out there. That's rare. That's rare. And you remember early, what was it, late last year, like about September, you know, you had the wildfires and you had the air quality being hard to breathe because of the let me see. I think he's called me. It been hard to breathe out there because of the smoke. So people had to walk around in smokes, and then they had their mask on. It's like, what is going on right now? What is going on? And that's what we want to talk about. We want to talk about weapon warfare, and the people that benefit from it is the people that own companies. These companies, you know, Jerry Jones, he's the owner of Dallas Cowboys. He owned these oil companies. He been killing. He been killing during these times. And the pandemic, billionaires, the top billionaires, they even made more money during the pandemic. So it seems like these billionaires, they make more money when we struggle, when regular Americans struggle. So, it's definitely something we need to talk about. I'm trying to contact Marquis, trying to get him to come back in, and so he could join the call. I'm calling him now, but because I want him to talk more about what's going on in Texas, because he on the ground. Yeah, what happened? It kicked you out for good. I know your reception is bad, man. I was telling the people that it could be because y'all were the power still sketchy out there.
Nah, I'm about to utilize this Wi-Fi back at the crib.
Okay, what you at the crib now?
Yeah, I'm outside. Let me see if my Wi-Fi connected. Because if the Wi-Fi connects, we should be good.
Yeah, give us a second. Yeah, I saw Marzette. Yeah, man, Marzette, this is a real deal, man. This is a real deal. And we're gonna talk about preparation as well. Me and Keith, we bit like mostly all our episodes is about preparation. Whether we talking about preparing for the next economic collapse, when we talk about preparing for the next natural disaster, whether it's a big earthquake, a big hurricane, all these different things that's going on. We talking about all of that. We talk about all that in our episodes. We talk about having a bug out bag if you're out in the wilderness. We talking about that. Okay, you back. Let me. Okay, Keith is back on here. Hold up. Keith is back. You hear me?
Oh, hang on, because
Think we lost him again. We're
my
trying.
connect my mic.
Oh, you connected your mic? Okay. Okay.
I gotta reconnect the microphone.
Yeah, I was ranting about a lot of things on the show when you was going. I was ranting about how these billionaires is um how they benefit from the struggle of the people. And I was talking about on weapon warfare. I'm like, how is it possible for a place that's normally warm climate and the coldest it could possibly get is like 40 to 35 degrees, but it dropped all the way below zero and it was colder than Australia. That is very rare. So are they manipulating the weather? Is it climate control or is it global warming? Like what you think it is, Keith? So Keith is out again. He's trying. He's trying. But but yeah, man, it's a it's something to talk about. Let's see if you come in. If not, we'll figure out. We'll probably go do Anchor. You hear me? Okay, everything good?
Yeah, I just had to reconnect my mic, so I had to go out and come back in. But there shouldn't be any
Okay.
more interruptions because I got Wi-Fi now. So
Okay. All right. So yeah, Keith, I was talking about weapon warfare now. I was ranting about that. Um I was talking about do you think well, because it's not possible, it's just extremely rare for a temperature to just drop like that and nobody was prepared for it to drop all the way below zero in a warm climate place like Houston. And now 5 days later it's 63 degrees. So do you think these globalists out here, whether it's a globalist, Illuminati, it's, it's somebody. Do you think they're controlling the weather or manipulating the weather somehow with some type of some type of weapon or something?
oh yeah, we definitely been over that before. Definitely think it's possible. We know it's possible. Because
Right.
even though I'm not in Houston, I'm in Dallas, but it's I mean, does it matter? We all got screwed over at the end of the day. But yeah, yeah, I think it's possible. It's definitely something going on. They're definitely playing with something. Because
Right.
even going into the Bill Gates thing, I know everybody heard about him trying to do something to block the sun out. Like, what logical fucking sense does it make to try to block the sun out? So
Unless he's
if you
trying to
trying to do
hide,
that,
unless he can't.
yeah, like what are you trying to hide?
Right.
So yeah, I mean, if you could do that, or you're attempting to do that, hey, why can't you fuck it together?
Right. Right. That's because I feel like it's some type of weapon warfare. And it's crazy that a guy like Elon Musk, I mess with Elon Musk, but at the end of the day, he's still a billionaire. And he's still doing things that that may not be good for humanity. And he moved to Texas. So they could be trying different things using Texas like a straight laboratory and the people out of Texas as lab rats to try new things. This is Agenda 21. You know they're trying to try this new energy, this new technology, AI world now. So they want to try different things. So I think this can be something that they trying out to see new things and it came with real consequences because I know homeless people didn't make it out there. I know I know thousands of homeless people died out there. There's no way because they're not prepared for nothing like this. They're homeless. They could probably homeless people is very resilient when it comes to living on the street. So they probably could deal with weather probably like 30 degrees and then still be good and still survive the night. They're not surviving when it's below zero in Texas. It's not happening. It's not happening.
Even though they got it like how they got it in Cali, a little bit like you see the tents and stuff.
Right. It's no way though.
Like how yeah, like even that, yeah. 'Cause I've seen a lot of people in like tents and literally sleeping under highways and sleeping outside of like businesses and all of that. And I haven't seen some of them people and since this whole thing started. I haven't seen
Crazy.
certain people laying down no more. So yeah, I I think something happened to them. I think some of them damn sure didn't make it because this it was ridiculous. It was so cold. Whatever moisture you had in your nostrils would freeze.
Was it colder than the coldest day when you was living in Newark? Was it colder than that?
Hmm. If it wasn't colder than that, it was definitely matching that. Because
Wow.
in Newark we had some days where it did go
Oh
below
man.
zero. It wasn't a lot, but we definitely had days
I
like that.
know.
So
I know, right? I know. I definitely know. I know. I think it was 2000. Was it 2013? Yo, 2013 was miserable, son. It was miserable. I used to look at the temperature on my phone, knowing I had to go to work and take the train. I used to look, and it said the high was 9. That
you
was the
said the
high.
high was 9.
That was the high. It was 9 degrees. That was the damn high, and I was like, oh, I gotta go through this shit, man. Yeah, man. It's crazy that Texas had to go through that. That's why I'm like, this weapon warfare is crazy, and it's just the start of the year, and it's already some shit that already went down. I feel like I said, I feel like they manipulate the weather, so many ways.
Yeah.
I don't
Explain
know
this.
what. Look at
You
that.
see how sunny it is? Look.
Look
Look
how
at that.
sunny. Look at the sun. The sun is out.
All that's melted. You see the puddle where the ice was. Look,
Right.
it's a little bit of snow right there. Still left a little bit. Yeah, all this was ice. This was frozen. You couldn't walk on it. It was completely frozen.
And
This
you
whole
even
block.
said the water pressure is breaking the street, right?
Yeah, I just see. I wanted to put that on. I wanted to post that, but obviously, the signal was bad, so I had to bring it on back home.
Right.
But yeah, it like the water pressure is so bad, like it's bursting through certain streets, like it's coming through the concrete and it's coming through the asphalt. So
It's crazy.
yeah,
That is insane, man, for it to happen like that. You know. Um, Keith, we definitely gotta give the viewers tips on the next national disaster. We big on that with our show, giving giving out tips on how to prepare for it. Bug out bags and shit like that. Man, Keith, what are the tips out there, especially the people in Texas? Not if this shit happen again. What are the things they need to survive this?
well, candles, candles. You need a ton of. I don't know, man. They gonna need some. To be honest, this was like a. It's even hard to say because it was like such a shock,
Right. They wasn't prepared for
such a
this.
shock. Yeah, and for the people that lost power, man, I would say have like a portable generator, man, so
Right.
that you could plug in those space heaters or whatever. Because I heard a lot of stories, and I know I'm pretty sure that y'all saw some of the stories on social media with people crying or people showing the pipes bursting,
Yep.
buildings flooding.
Yep.
Like on the level of that, I don't know what to tell you, but I would definitely recommend getting your own personal generator, man, so you can at least warm your house to some degree. Because there's a lot of
Right.
people that are just flat out freezing out here, and definitely have like some food that you can ration out. Because even going to certain stores out here, like certain shelves are empty. Not all, But it's certain shelves that's the stuff ain't there no more.
Shit is
And it's
crazy.
been like this for a few days. I've been going to certain stores and noticing like, this ain't there, that ain't there. So rack up on that water. Get yourself some jugs of water.
Yes.
Definitely had a water, canned foods if you have to. Like I said, make sure you got some flashlights and stuff for if you lose power. See if
Right.
you get your hands on that generator.
Oh yeah, that's a yeah. That generator had to go down. That's like the most important thing because you're gonna need something. And if you can't, I was saying people was trying to use like get the matches and they was outside trying to you know build some type of some fire. You know, light
Yeah,
some stuff on fire. Man, that's what I'm saying. People gotta, we gotta be prepared. We gotta be prepared because, like, even with the pandemic, you know, toilet paper was gone, and all the cleaning supply, which was like the stupidest thing ever. I don't know what that was about. Then you had all these cleaning things that was also gone. All these things was gone. So oh, look at Tisha. Hey Tisha. Uh,
Tisha up there. What up?
yeah.
What up, cuz?
All these things was going. So we definitely gotta have things that we gotta be prepared for because like these billionaires, man, they don't give a damn, man. The globalists, they don't care. They go keep the show going, and as long as they keep the show going, and they're gonna be making money off of our struggle, that's how it's gonna be. But we gotta be prepared because more
GameStop?
people gonna lose lives. Yeah, I was talking about that. I was talking about how GameStop that whole situation was, and it's like they can what's the discussion about? Oh no, Keith is talking about what's going on in Texas. Texas had the crazy snow, the crazy it just was hella cold out there, and I was talking about how the climate is outside, and people that lost power. So we basically talking about Texas. And look at Texas now. Texas
Bright
is
as hell.
is extremely bright. We just discussing that, and we talking about is this control? Is the weather being manipulated by the government? Is it climate control? We know Bill Gates is trying to block the sun with his evil self, and it's like so many different things. So we talking about that. That's for the discussion. But yeah, we saw GameStop. You saw how these billionaires, when they can't get their way, we see their true colors come out. So that's the same thing with this. Yeah, it was definitely planned. It was definitely planned. And I feel like this not gonna be the last thing, guys. It's not gonna be the last thing. It's gonna be more stuff to come. It's gonna be more stuff to come. So that's what I'm saying. Like, we gotta be prepared. We gotta make sure we stocked up really well. Because they trying to plan something on us that we're not gonna be prepared for. It could be the next thing could be power outage. Because they did say what Joe Biden said that he kept saying the darkest winter. Now people may take it like, well, the darkest winter as far as more people is going to more people will get sick for the COVID, or more people die about the COVID. That goofy shit. People say that the darkest winter could be like the power. It could be more people losing power in the wintertime. You lose power, it's gonna be more deaths. You're not gonna survive. You don't got no power, and it's below zero outside. You're not gonna survive that. Take out the power grid, right? They could take out the power grid on us. You know, China control the power grid now. Yeah. Shout out to Joe Biden over there that does business with China. So you know what that is. You know what that is. So Key, so what you think? So what you think about the next what you think is going to happen again in Texas, or and how would you prepare if it did happen to you if you lost power?
What I just said. Got to get my hands on the generator, get some candles, of course, get the water, get like some non-perishable foods, and just get ready to hunker down. Get a few space heaters. hook all that stuff up to the generator, and if we have a situation where it happens in winter again, I'm gonna do what I saw a lady do, man. You know what she did with all that snow and stuff? All her groceries and all the frozen stuff she had.
Yeah.
She took that shit right outside in her backyard and put that shit in the snow.
Wow. Man. Resilient. She was
Yeah,
resilient.
like I ain't wasting nothing. That's what
I
I
know
would do.
people down south is very resilient because they in the south, so they know how to, they know how to like to do things like that. Up north people that we rely on so much because we live in the city and we always used to having things like for us. Them down south people, they're resilient. They'll definitely figure out ways to make things happen. It just was sad to see people out there that was, families out there like in a car and the gas stations was like lined up like that. Man, we gotta be prepared for those things, man. We gotta definitely be prepared.
Yeah, this was a wake up call.
Yep. It's definitely a wake up call, And these people they trying to control the weather, man. It might be Cali might be next. Cali might be below zero. I saw Cali was like 30 degrees out there, Cali.
Dirty.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
saw
it's some
I saw
funny
my
money
people out
going
there.
on.
Yeah, so and I was talking about Australia because I know my mentor out there that told me about the stock market live in Australia. He said, USA is not the only place getting those bizarre weathers out there in Australia too. Australia, he said, been raining for a week straight. Australia don't get rain.
Hey, something is happening.
And he said the sky is looking crazy. So they doing something, man. They doing something and whatever. And whether they're gonna control society with the pandemic or they're gonna do something else when we get out the pandemic, they're gonna do something else that we gotta overcome again. But it's a great conjunction year. They ain't gonna stop us. They ain't gonna stop
Not at
us.
all.
This is God's plan. So, they ain't gonna stop us. So it's been about 30 plus minutes. Um Keys, is there anything else you want to talk about that we should before we exit out?
Oh well, I think I'm good, man.
You good?
Well, yeah, I think I'm good, man. It's just only thing I got to say is like Wu Tang said, man, protect your neck. That's all.
Like
Protect your neck. That's it.
another China we live in China now, right? Right, yeah, Tisha, we gotta get you on the show. We gonna get you on the show. Cause it seems like she got a lot of information.
Hell yeah.
We gonna get you on
She
the
gotta be
show.
on the show.
How the USA is turning into a communism. Turning straight into communism. We about to lose control of everything. Take our guns, take all our rights.
Ah, don't take the guns. Don't take that.
We really gonna
Don't
be,
take that.
yeah. So yeah, it's about to get real in 2021, man. 2021, they speeding the process and they showing we got these people showing their true colors and stuff like that. But we won't be denied. They not in control. You know, the universe is in control. Um, the people we will rise and we'll continue on waking up and we'll be continuing on waking up even more people. And they can do whatever they want. They're not gonna stop us. So we just gotta look at it like that. So but yeah, quick shout out, Guardian Scientist, my boy Marzette, please, on IG, Guardian Science, follow that brother. Um, Also, we gonna get Tisha Taylor on the show. She got a lot of great information. If you see her in the chat, because I'm gonna post this everywhere. So we gonna get her on the show. She got a lot of great information. So Keith, we have to do a show. We gotta do a show soon. I'm gonna be off for a week. Well, I'm gonna be teaching. I'm gonna be teaching for the whole week, but I'm off like no work for the rest of the week. So I don't know what you're doing tomorrow.
The show.
All right, so we got this show. We're gonna try to get Tisha on. We gonna talk about we gonna talk about what's happening to USA. We turn into China. And what is happening? We're gonna talk about
So,
that. Also follow us on the dotted line 18 on IG. Please follow us. All that good stuff. And we need more people that's going to be in the chat. We need more people that's going to be in live stream. So subscribe to us on the dotted line episodes. Thanks for everybody that's been watching, that's been supporting. And Keys, give us a final thought to close us out.
well, the only thing I can say, man, is I don't know, just get prepared. Get prepared as best you can and expect the unexpected because between last year and this year, it's been a ride. So expect the unexpected and
And
do
it's
your best to
crazy. We
prepare.
on it's like more stuff happened in the beginning of the year than it was last year. So it's like we're not missing a beat. So yeah, Keith is right, man. Preparation. Get wiser, get smarter, learn more. Um, you know, read more books, the tangible stuff instead of like learning too much, like looking at too many information on the internet because the censorship is crazy. That's how we got to talk about the next episode. Got to be about communism. Are we heading that way? Because people's getting censored. People can't say certain things. That's why I didn't say certain key words because they will block this whole joint out. They'll block it out. So I didn't say the V word. I didn't say the G word. I didn't say the J word. I didn't say many of this because I don't want us to get censored. But we go dive into it. So yeah, that's it for this episode. Glad everybody chimed in. My name is Deshaun Lyons, and this is
Marquis Taylor.
signing out on the dotted line. Peace out.
Peace.